Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Open Door Chat. So we're talking about keeping racism alive. And this stuff happens because people are making money. There are a lot of organizations out there that are making money just by keeping this stuff at the forefront, keeping that fire burning. Every little thing that happens is considered racism, and it shows they're fighting and they get those donations, get that money, get those fine cars, but they're doing a disservice to the black community by doing that. And when I'm talking about organizations, I mean like the NAACP, the Urban League, the Rainbow Coalition, and of course, Black Lives Matter. The NAACP we have today is nothing like the NAACP when our parents were younger and our grandparents were growing up. It's weak now. It really is not the same type of black people that we had back in those days. And the Urban League, they're in black communities. They get donations. Jeff Bezos' wife just gave, over $6 million, to the Urban League, but you rarely hear anything from them in the communities that they serve, supposed to be serving. They even offer things like a first-time home buyer. You don't know about that stuff unless you actually have to go in, ask questions. They don't advertise. By the time you find out, sometimes all the funding is gone, and I believe it's gone in their personal pockets. That's just my opinion. They're supposed to be fighting for black issues. If you really want to fight for black issues, why aren't they in Chicago right now with all this black on black crime? You know why they won't be there? Because it's not going to gain any attention. It's not going to gain any money. They want white on black. If Black Lives Matter so much, why not get involved when it's black on black crime? But I'm going to read something to you guys, but I'll also put it on the screen so that you guys can pause it, read it yourself, save it, share it, whatever you want to do. But it's important because this right here is talking about those organizations I just mentioned. Check this out. It says, there's a class of colored people who make a business of keeping the troubles, the wrongs, and the hardships of the Negro race before the public. Having learned that they are able to make a living out of their troubles, they have grown into the settled habit of advertising their wrongs, partly because they want sympathy and partly because it pays. Some of these people do not want the Negro to lose his grievances because they do not want to lose their jobs. Okay? That right there is facts. You look at these organizations who get all these donations, all this big time money. What are they really doing for the black community? Some of you guys' communities still look terrible. You're not getting real services you need. They're really not doing anything for you. But hey, they're still there getting their money, getting donations, but they're not really doing anything for you. They're keeping this race stuff alive. And unfortunately, that is making it bad for people who really have true issues where there is racism involved. But when you keep saying every little thing that happens to you is racist, it's not good. You got to get out of that victim mindset. And especially when it comes to a job. If you don't get a position, don't cry it's racism. Have you ever thought about maybe the person was more qualified than you? Let's say you guys both had a college degree. Maybe that person had more years of experience than you. Everything is not racism. I'm not saying it doesn't exist because it does. I've experienced it. A lot of us have experienced it. But every little thing that happens is not considered racism. And I think they're doing a disservice by jumping at every little thing that happens and say, oh, that was racist. Oh, she went through this, he went through that. And there's a lot of blacks that are being bought. Give them a few $100,000 and all of a sudden, now they're on the bandwagon. Don't sell your soul for money, okay? Talk to you guys soon. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you then. Peace.